All right, we're at 3 sides today. We're fixing to start planting beans because it's just about dry enough. So we'll put the combines on hold for a few days. Just do a little bit of fixing today on the planters and make sure we're ready to go. And other than that, that's about it for the moment. Maggie. Come on, Maggie, let's go. Come on. Maggie, here. Come on. Well, I had this quick hitch. It's a category 3, but I had it wide. And I moved the tractor in the 30s. So I had to turn the quick hitch around and make it a category 3 narrow. And now I'm a planter. The pins will move around, but the edge of the quick hitch is going to be running right here. So, and there's holes in this pin, so I can slide it in here, put a bolt through it there, so it'll be on this category 3 part. This is a 2. It steps up to 2 to a 3, and I need it on 3. Now the bolts are moved over where the pin can't slide back to the narrow spot. So we'll try hooking back up to it and see what that's like. Alright, it looks like it's going to work pretty good. Now, when you flip this handle down on a quick hitch, like that, this little, if I can get in there too, this little catcher right here won't let it come down. And you open the handle to unhook, it goes back in so the pin can come out. So we want to lock it so it'll stay hooked up. We got some little creatures in here. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just their house. But it's a pretty good spot for a fire to be. Of all the places for them to go build a nest, they got to build it in something that's always getting hot or moving around. Alright, so this is the Donahue trailer. For those of you that ain't seen, it'll flatten out on the ground here. You got to lock the wheels from moving, but this is how you move a 3-point planter that's too wide for the road. Flat on the ground. Logan's hooking up to the Donahue here so he can pull his planter down the road. It's rigid, it doesn't fold, so you have to put it on this Donahue trailer to pull it down the road. Alright, so what he's gonna do now is, you see how this is on the ground? He's gonna back up and these rollers are gonna push it up on its wheels again. Just like that, and then he backs up here until I tell him to stop. And then that's how he does it. Just like that. Alright, we almost got the planter tied on, and then we noticed we almost got us a flat. So I'm gonna have to air it up. He just started the truck for the air. We got it airing up now. Now me and Maggie are going to go hook up to the other planter. Gonna get her air conditioner going. Alright, if we can hook up to this planter. It's a 16 row 30. I gotta put this pin back in. And then the quick hitch needs to go down, but it ain't wanting to. Alright, we're all hooked up and we raise the 3-point all the way up. And it's on number 4. If I can get on the right switch. Now we start folding. This is a stack fold planter. It don't fold like a disc or anything. It picks up straight, so you can have your boxes pretty full of seed and still fold up. The good part about this cultivator is it's so wide you can get a lot of ground covered fast, but the bad part is driving down the road with it. It's so tall that you have to watch for trees and power lines really close, and it's so heavy that you have to drive slow on rough roads or you'll tear it up. I'm on my way out this field right now and ought to be there pretty quick. Alright, I'm here. I'm gonna start unfolding and get ready to go now. Alright, we're all unfolded and we're gonna take off here. And we're just barely scratching, and the reason we do that is sometimes because there's weeds, and there's a few weeds here, but it's not really gonna be a problem. But mainly what we're doing it for today is, see that wet spot right there? We want to plant this today, so we're going to take this cultivator and dry it out. But we don't want to plow too deep or we'll lose the moisture, so it's kind of a fine line. We're actually a little shallow right now, so I'm going to stop and make it a little deeper. Alright, so what I do to make it deeper is you turn this little handle right, and it says 5 turns equals 1 inch. So I turned it 4 turns because it needs to be a little deeper, because you can tell it's not quite getting all the little weeds, and it's not really plowing very even. So I'll put it in the ground a little deeper and we'll see what it does. That's about perfect of what I want. I'm not too deep, but I'm just barely scratching, just enough to get rid of the wet stuff. It might be a little too wet, but I think I can make it work. So this is about 60 acres and I'm running in 11th gear. It probably ain't gonna take me very long to do this, probably about an hour. Alright, we gotta load some soybean seeds, so I'm gonna set y'all probably right here, I guess. Y'all might can see it. Alright, we're loading seed in the seed tender right now.
40 units of seed out of that bag. That'll plant 40 acres.
The way these planters work, you fill this hopper up with seed, which is just a empty hopper now. And inside here, in this vacuum, this hose runs up here to this pipe and goes all the way across, and there's a fan up there that creates a suction. And inside here, there's a little plate with all these little holes on it. And it'll suck the seed to these little holes. Now then, see where the little beans are set inside here? I'll get a few. It picks up one in each hole, just like that. And the air is pulling them up against the plate. It's sucking them to the plate. Well, when it goes around here, this is where they're coming in, the hopper right here, and it starts pulling them up against the plate. But when it gets to this brush, it loses the vacuum, loses the suction. Then they fall out through the hole and go right down the seed tube. Now when it comes down to the meter right here, it falls down this little tube all the way down to the ground. Now the way them meters are driven is hydraulics. This hydraulic motor here, you can adjust the speed of it in the cab with what population you want to plant. Well, it's running a chain here down to this shaft, which the shaft goes all the way across the planter, and then it's a cable drive to each metering system in there, and it turns that meter. And that's how it turns the meter to drop the seed. Now this is called seed talc, but it's basically just baby powder. It helps the seed slide off of that plate really easy so it don't hang up. Also helps the plates not wear, because you know how plastic will, if you slide it across like concrete or something, it chews it up. So this just gives it a little bit of relief when it slides down through there. It's kind of hard to explain how a planter really works, or anything really works, but the tractor's got a monitor in it, and this planter is all electrical and hydraulic drive. And like my old planter, it drives off of the wheels. This one don't. This one's all electric and hydraulic. So this one, you just put in the number you want to plant out, and it tries to get as close as it can. But the basics of how the actual seed metering work, it's been the same for a long time. After it falls under the seed tube, these discs will make this little trench. You open it up, and there's the bottom of the seed tube where the seed comes out. Drops the seed down in the trench, and then these back wheels are in a V, and they close it together. So it opens it, drops the seed in, and closes it back together. think we may have a wheel bearing out, or either that or the wheels weren't tightened up straight. We'll just have to see what it is, but it's wobbling pretty good going down the road. Y'all probably can't tell, but he's got just very, very little movement to it. Not much, I mean like 1/4 inch or less, so. It ain't a wheel bearing out. It's the Dayton wheels not tightened up straight. I'll show you how to check it here. You put a water bottle up beside it. See, it don't rub. Then it rubs. So they're not tightened up quite exactly straight, but no farther and faster than we're going is fine. As you see, look at our wonderful tires here. They're brand new, ain't they? Alright, we're fixing to move a bunch of seed around and start loading the truck. We're loading seed. Alright, I'm in Logan's service truck and he's in front of me with the grain truck, and we're hoping it's gonna have enough gas to get home so we can fill it up. So we'll see how far we get or if we make it. Well, he made it. I figured he would. He was getting low on gas, but I thought he'd make it.